Hello.
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 Hi everyone.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi, hi, hi.
All right.
Yeah.
Welcome to Startup Lanes Incubation. My name is Shishir Gupta. I'm the founder and CEO of Startup Lanes. We'll be starting with taking your all the questions. Before that, let's wait for 2 more minutes because other people are joining.
Okay, sir.
All right, let's start. So we have joined here for the incubation call of Kisan Shiksha, which is a part of AgriPad. AgriPad is the world's first integrated startup. Integrated startup means it is a combination of different startups working together for a common goal and their individual goals. I'll try to give you an example just to simplify things. Just like our country works, we have a union where center is there, it has different government, and we have state governments, we have local administrations. Similarly, we try to, it's a vague example, but I'm trying to just use it to simplify. We created a structure wherein 6 different startups are working for a commercial objective. And to guide these startups, there is one organization which is an NGO called AgriPad Foundation. This AgriPad Foundation is made from the members of different startups which are there in AgriPad. All the co-founders are invited, and these co-founders have joined and they got nominated for AgriPad Foundation, and they are running this AgriPad Foundation. And through elections, we appointed one president. There is still the scope. Few more people will also join AgriPad Foundation. And 6 startups are there, which are commercially run startups, private limited companies. And 5 of these startups have got the complete team now. These startups are AgriPad Prakriti, which is a farm to fork model. Then we have AgriPad Dharti, which is contract farming. Then we have Kisan Shiksha, which is this one, which is a vernacular learning application, a platform where farmers and other people related to agriculture can learn. Then fourth, we have Nisarg. Nisarg is the cosmetics, herbal and uh, herbal and chemical-free cosmetics. Then we have another startup called Shakti. So AgriPad Shakti is for packed and processed food, jams, jelly, pickles. And finally, we have Belgadi, which is the logistic startups. And because it is a very big project, we have a team strength of 8 to 9 people in all these startups. That means average co-founder per startup is 8 to 9, which is higher than the national average. Generally, startups have 2-3 co-founders, but Startup Lanes incubations have more co-founders to achieve the following objects. First objective is, because there are more co-founders, the dependency upon salaried employees becomes less. So the capital requirement reduces, efficiency increases. Co-founders can work night and day for their own profit objective. Plus, all the C-level roles are filled up immediately because co-founders come from different experiences, different education backgrounds. And the role of Startup Lanes here is from idea to IPO. So we have researched the idea, we have created this entire structure, our team supports in inviting the founders. Then there is a democratic process of voting for the founders. Through this voting process, founders reach the final company. We have run all the agreements, we have created the legal structure, we form the company, we assist in, we have made this process very smooth so that co-founders join and they should focus on working. And later Startup Lanes get a funding of 50 lakh rupees from its two angel networks, NRA Angels and SL Angels. This funding is not guaranteed because no funding could be guaranteed. This is entirely dependent upon how the startup is performing. But yes, as our own commitment towards our startups, we are targeting each startup to become 100 crore startup valuation in a span of 3 years. So for that, we need to get these startups funded 3 times at least in 3 years. And that is how we benefit commercially, because co-founders can take the salaries. We as a Startup Lanes incubator will not be taking anything except 10% equity, and that equity commercialize only when we have a good valuation that is more than 100 crore. For that, we need to do couple of rounds. I'll be taking up your questions one by one so that you have a better understanding of the project, and then we'll move ahead. So you can probably raise hands. In case you are not able to figure out how to raise hand, you can straight away ask the questions. Both ways it is okay.
सो सर एक्चुअली हम जो ये जिसमें को-फाउंडर बनने वाले हैं वो सर हमारा क्या किसान शिक्षा के ऊपर जो स्टार्टअप है उसमें हम को-फाउंडर बनने के लिए मतलब कोशिश कर रहे हैं क्या?
Right. So this is for Kisan Shiksha, and there is a voting process. First, we will be inviting everyone, and then team members select their team members. Each one has to get the votes. If someone is receiving less number of votes, that person will be out of Kisan Shiksha but will be invited to any other incubation.
ओके
By
सर.
startup. Okay. So I cannot get your name, but it's written grade 8B. You are raising hand. You can
नहीं
ask.
नहीं
आपका नहीं, सोमनाथ। उसके बाद ग्रेड 8 भी लिखा हुआ है, उन्होंने रेज किया हैंड।
Somnath, Sisir, it's Anurag Jha.
या अनुराग,
Hello.
या अनुराग, आई कैन हियर यू।
So, Sisir, my question is, what is the process of selecting the co-founders? Okay, what is the basis and how you are selecting?
Right. So Startup Lens is a zero rejection organization. So in this, people who have shown interest, we take first come first serve basis, and there is a commitment process. There is a commitment fee, 5,000 rupees. I've shared that document too in the Mission 59 document. But let me tell you, so there is a commitment fee once which is used for the preliminary expenses of the company, each person.
Okay.
My voice is breaking. Is it fine now?
Yeah.
Better?
It's better. No.
Okay. So there is a commitment fee, 5,000 rupees. Once you complete that, there is a contract which is very much required for protecting the intellectual property, other discussions, data and all. And then you will be taken into the incubation WhatsApp group of Kisan Shiksha. There, everybody will be just like you. So random people meet, and accordingly, then there will be a team selection process.
So team selection.
Everybody will nominate himself or herself. Yeah. Everybody will nominate himself or herself, and
for what?
Others will vote for the co-founder role.
So what will the basis? Suppose I nominated them. Suppose I nominated myself, but others do not know me. So on what basis the voting will happen?
Right.
Or is there some debate or some discussion happening before the voting?
Yeah. Discussion is there. Yeah. Discussion is there. First introduction is there. Why? What is the value you bring on the table? These kind of questions are asked. And why it is important for you to join Kisan Shiksha? What will you do? All those questions will be asked. That process in between before adding, and we do a background check, verification, and everything. And once it is done, then in the team meeting, role selection, team selection will be there. After that, roles are selected. So, and voting will happen.
Okay, fair enough.
Shishir.
Okay.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, Feroz.
Yes. So, quick question: at what stage are the other incubators at? The Pragati and the other, I think Belgadi. So, what stage are these incubators at? You said you already have co-founders there, correct?
Right.
So, at what stage are these, and how old are these startups now?
Feroz, these startups, in AgriPad, all 5 of these startups, the team has just formed. So one by one, we are inviting for the team one by one. So we just finished the team selection for all these other 5. But our other incubations that started in July 2020, this year itself, two companies incubated in July. Both of these companies, one is called Skill Sutras, another is Medisetu. Both of these companies have formed, the companies are in place, registered, they have started making some money. So like Skill Sutras is in revenue of 1.6 lakhs per month. Medisetu is having around 18,000 revenue. So, but both these startups have started, it's going fine. So I'll tell you, more than our role, it is the co-founder's role to run the show.
Yeah, I understand that. I'm saying, but are you guys also putting the business plan model in place, or that is the co-founder's responsibility?
Generally, co-founders, we give them the initial idea, show them the path. Then lot of things are decided by the co-founders, because practical and theory has lot of difference sometimes. Sometimes it is as per our research, sometimes they have to change going forward.
Okay.
So depends. Like I'll quote an example here. While we incubated Skill Sutras. It was incubated for India, but one of the co-founder was from Dubai. And he said, I have my family members who are 60 to 70 different families living in UAE. So he said, if I start getting children from my family itself, there would be more than 70, 80 children. So that is how it started from Dubai instead of starting from India. And it got good revenue. So lot of these things change as per the circumstances. But the fundamentals of these businesses are really good. If you talk about, Prakriti, which is farm to fork supply of, farm to plate supply of fruits and vegetables. So these kind of businesses always run. Similarly, if I come to Kisan Shiksha, this is vernacular learning. That means a farmer can, and it has both model, free and paid. A farmer can go for a paid subscription. Say for 1,000 rupees per month, there will be 5 logins provided. This is for people who are a bit educated. They can give these 5 logins to important people in the family who run a family business of farming. And what they can do is they can learn about how to prepare the soil, how to get maximum out of that particular land, how to water it, new techniques, technologies, everything will be there. Second is free model for farmers who do not afford. Farmers who cannot afford to pay, that would have an advertisement model, just like YouTube. And these videos will be recorded by experts. So either the university professors of agriculture universities or people who are in organizations of, say, seeds, or people from the organizations like fertilizers, they have the experts and they can provide free of cost, because in a way they are promoting their seed. If a seed company creates videos of how to use the seed or any agricultural learning videos, automatically they will be interested in sponsoring those videos. So it's a very well established business model directly related to business, and once totally technology based. Once recorded, these videos can be viewed as many times as they want.
Sure. Also, further to what Anurag asked, doesn't it become imperative for a co-founder to come from that background, from that industry at least?
I don't think so, really, because need not be a farmer to do farming now. I'll quote an example of one of my friend, or you can say a connection, right? His name is Hosachi Guru is the name of the organization. Srinath Shetty is the person. So he hailed from IIT Bombay, and he started this business, farming, and it's going very, very well. He grow fruits, papaya, grapes, and all that, and he's making very good money, very good, because of his IIT background and knowledge and education. He's able to do better than normal farmers, far better, in fact.
Sure.
So that is how you can add value. This is so easy thing if you talk about understanding the farming concept. We are all we know the basics, right? We have been doing it, and India's backbone is farming. So I don't think so there will be a lot of, it's not very kind of high tech business where deep technology skills are required. Creating an OTT is also not difficult. Even if you don't have a tech person on board, you can buy these platforms online. So there are a lot of platforms selling for, say, between 50,000 to 5 lakh rupees.
Got it.
With complete learning solutions.
My last question on this. So for 10% equity, what is Startup Lane facilitating here from a support system? Of course, you're an incubator, but what are the things that you bring on there?
So starting from the idea itself, like I told you, from idea to IPO, which is, we are different from other incubators. We are the only kind of incubator in the world which does not hear the idea and select. So like other incubators, they they hear the ideas of different people. The existing teams pitch to the incubators, and incubators select and provide office space or mentors or guidance. But what we feel is nobody require mentorships. They require the idea itself. Lot of people, common man does not have those kind of resources to find out which idea is the best. So instead of hunting for the ideas, we asked our team, research team, to do it, and we researched lot of ideas, and we filtered those ideas, refined the business models, and accordingly we are putting those business model in front of people. Now, second difference is, instead of generally other incubators have most of the people who are coming out of the college, or maybe very less experience. All our incubations, we have done more than 14 incubations till date. All our incubations, if you talk about, the average experience of a person is around 15 years, average 10 to 15.
Okay.
No, if you talk, there are people who are just out of the college, say with 1 or 2 years of experience, but there are people who have 30 years, 40 years of experience. So if you average out, you'll find more experienced people on board. Even if you talk to the people who are there in this call right now, I'm sure there would be most of the people who are experienced. Very less number of students or freshers are there. So majority of people are the drivers of the organizations. There was a research. Most of the startups which have failed, they were run by students or first time entrepreneurs or people with in an age range of less than 35 years. Startups run by entrepreneurs in an age range of 35 to 45 are the most successful startups, or even SMEs, or any kind of organizations. So you will find those kind of people more in our incubations, because the kind of network we have, we invite from that network, and most of the people are experienced there.
Sure.
So startup lanes combine everyone. We provide the idea. We made the process very streamlined. That means company registration, all the legal agreement, what happens if a co-founder leaves, all those things have been already taken care. We have created that structure. We have our 2 angel networks, because lot of founders, they lose lot of time in searching for investors. So we have created that model. We can assist there. We provide, we can assist in finding mentors, and this is an assisted system. Instead of co-founders going here and there, we have community managers who will be helping out in the entire process, not just till your company is out and running. For forever life, there will be one person from the startup lane side to communicate and support.
Sure. Got it. Thanks so much.
My pleasure. Okay, so we have Vaishali Vyas, who's raising hand. Vaishali, you can ask your question, please.
Yeah, hello, sir. Vaishali Vyas here from Mumbai.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Sir, I just wanted to know that who will be the end user of this once the company will form, that as the Shruti told me, that farmers involved in that, and we will understand their issues and all that. So who will be the end user, the farmer or somebody else, or how in this today's scenario it will be possible? Can we go out, or we will train them, or some, just little bit confused about that.
I got it. So you can imagine, I'll tell you a used case or a scenario, example scenario. Suppose a farmer is there, and he wants to know how he can grow asafoetida, which is called hing.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
You know, it's not available in India, right? Nobody grows this till date.
Okay.
Now, because we are doing this project, so we get a lot of information. So recently somebody told me this is the first time we are about to grow.
Okay.
We have been importing it from Afghanistan since ages. Now, how will other farmers get to know how to do this? Now, this is the first time. They either try to search on YouTube. Now, somebody told me, I'm telling you the real case. Somebody told me a farmer had 4 acres of land. He saw a YouTube video in Marathi, and he did what was told in YouTube video. Entire 4 acre of land got of no use. He was not able to grow anything. because of some, some kind of special bug that attacked to the land, and he followed the entire process, then there was nobody to ask. So you cannot trust upon YouTube videos. Those are not coming from a credible source. Had it been coming from an organization which is only for say, this training purpose, suppose it is a video by Delhi University, then it is authentic, right? So who will get this done? Kisan Shiksha will get those videos recorded by Pusa Institute, Delhi University, or other universities, and then organize those contents accordingly in different vernacular languages and create that. And you understand, it's a B2B, huge market base is there, because 70% of still the entire India is farmer, right? And they cannot afford, or they are not probably very well versed to understand English content. If you go to YouTube, most of the contents are there in English, right? Even if you find Hindi contents, then those contents are not authentic. So in vernacular language, once you get a content from, say, Pusa Institute in English, you can translate this into Marathi, Gujarati, Punjabi, or any kind of language, and these farmers can watch it. If the farmer is not able to pay, because the model is, there are two models, they can see the ad of fertilizer or seeds or anything which is related to farming, and then all those videos will be free of cost. Plus farmers will also receive a certification, and you can charge, Kisan Shiksha can charge for those certifications. Even if you charge 300 rupees for a certification, then this farmer can teach other farmers, right? So it is a train the trainer program. If you make a farmer able to teach other farmers in its own way and own, because there are local problems locally, you need to customize, right? If you make a farmer your teacher, you license that farmer to teach others, then again he will make money, you will make more money, plus you are adding a lot of value to the Indian ecosystem of farming, because now people are more informed. And it's not just about growing, it is about how to sell your product better, how to exports. It could be any learning for the farming related activities, right?
Okay, got it.
All right. Vishal is raising hand. Vishal, you have a question?
Yeah, basically, sir, I'm asking about the age. Is there any age limit apart from the 18 plus?
There is no minimum or maximum, but yes, minimum 18 is required, because co-founders will be joining the company as a co-founder, or maybe as a director or a co-founder shareholder. And for both these, you need to require a minimum age.
Okay.
Rest,
So one more question, basically, sir. The question is, if I'm currently having my own startup from last 3 years, so if I'm applying for the co-founder, so I have to quit my own, or I have to continue the both?
no, you can continue your startup. Whatever you are doing, you can continue. Even there are people who are actively into job.
Okay.
We call anyone who invests more than 4 hours a day as a full-timer.
Okay, got it, sir.
People who can invest their time and money, most welcome. People who cannot invest money, they are also most welcome. People only who can work part-time, they are most welcome. We have created a structure for everyone. So full-timers, they can get the equity upfront, and they can invest their some funds, say 25 to 1 lakh rupees. 25,000 to 1 lakh is the average limit that we have kept, because not everybody has more money, right? And
Okay.
in terms of timing, if someone says, no, I can invest, but I cannot invest time, then also they cannot get upfront equity. They will be working on ESOP. People who commit full time, invest some money as per other co-founders, then they get immediate upfront equity. Equity distribution is in a manner, 10% is taken by startup lanes, and rest of the equity is taken by the co-founders. So example, if 9 co-founders are there, everyone gets 10%.
Got your point, sir. Thank you.
All right. Balaji has a question. Yes, Balaji. Balaji Aditya, please unmute yourself and then ask.
Hello.
Okay. Yeah.
Hello. See, my
Yeah,
question
Bali.
is very simple. Like, see, the multiple co-founders has been shortlisted for each project, right? So, what is the each? There's some background noise. Hello. Hello.
Yeah. Others, please go on mute.
See, as I was asking, like, there are multiple co-founders has been shortlisted for each project. So, can I understand what is the equity structure designed for co-founders?
Like I said, 10% goes to startup lanes. If there are 9 co-founders, everybody will get 10%. And that is the maximum limit. We cannot have more than 9.
So, what is the valuation you're expecting, like, after down the line 3 years, once it provided the
100 CR.
startup?
100 crores.
100 CR.
Right.
So, how about that Agripad is the holding company, or how about the other projects?
Agripad is a foundation, is a non-government organization that is registered as a Section 8, and we will require or invite one person from Kisan Shiksha also to join Agripad, so that we have right representation in Agripad, and they don't have to pay. You don't have to spend anything in Agripad Foundation. I, as an individual, has spent whatever is required for the registration, because that has a noble cause. So initial expenses I am paying as an individual, not startup lanes, and later on, obviously, lot of donations will come, and one brand concept is there. So all these companies are using one brand, Agripad as a brand, and for that they are paying 1 to 2%, depending upon the team's choice, as a royalty to Agripad, and in return, Agripad is providing the network support, is providing the brand support, as well as Agripad will provide the legal actions. Suppose there has to be some legal action taken. They say, for example, in a particular district, maybe a chemical industry is spoiling the land. So against that industry, there has to be a case filed. Who will file? If you file as an individual, these people are big people, so there is a risk. NGOs can do that. So NGOs are non-living people, so nobody has individual risk. As we will be just representative of the NGO. So Section 8 company is formed, which is a foundation called Agripad Foundation, and nobody can take out profits. So even if people join there, they will not be taking out any kind of profit, because NGOs cannot earn profits. These are Kisan Shiksha and other startups, 6 startups. These are completely for-profit organization. So all the founders can take out profits, they can take salaries, they can raise funds, scale up, increase the valuation, do whatever they want. These will be private limited.
So the Agripad will not be holding any equity stake of
No,
these companies,
no,
right? 6
no,
companies.
no.
So
Agripad is not holding.
Yeah. So how about there are other countries also it has been designed. I could see UK, I could see Thailand, I could see other countries. How is this company as participating? How we will get benefited out of this?
So you are talking about startup lanes. We are into 15 countries. So right now we are discussing Agripad. So obviously startup lanes is there for the support. So whatever ecosystem we have built till date, or the other cities, we are going to add 100 more regions. Talking about 100 more cities. So we will try to launch this company also, or all our incubated companies in those cities through our regional directors. We have local representation in all 15 countries. We are in 56 cities right now. So wherever we are, we'll try to launch these startups there also.
So there is no restriction like with regard to the operations of the business.
No. There's absolutely no restriction, and Agripad is functional in Australia and Germany through there's another person called Sandeep Ahluwalia.
Okay.
So Sandeep Ahluwalia is also part of Startup Lane. So we were doing Agripad with him, but he said he will join later on. So there is absolutely no conflict of interest, no trademark infringement, nothing.
So can we nominate for the other countries?
This is one company. see whatever we are doing, I don't know whether you have seen the Mission 59 document that we have
I
shared.
saw 59.
Whatever we
Yes.
are doing, we are doing it for, yeah. So we are doing this for India. So these are all Indian companies working abroad. Same like Startup Lanes is an Indian company. We are operating in London. We are operating in San Francisco, but we are operating as Indian company there. We have not floated any separate company in England. So whatever money comes is taken into the Indian company directly
No, I got it. I got it.
as
Registered in India.
exports.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
got it.
So we are not diluting ourselves. We are happy to present ourselves as a purely 100% Indian.
Right, right. Thank you.
Welcome. Okay, so I can see other hands raised. Dev Jadhav. Dev Jadhav, you
Yeah,
can please.
yeah. Hi, sir.
Yeah, hello.
I just want to know that what is the working model for Kisan Shiksha and what is your targeting market? You're just targeting the Indian market or a whole European region or American market also. What is exactly your plans regarding to it?
Yeah, I got your question. This is a pure tech startup. If you talk about technologically, it is a
Yeah, yeah.
pure tech. You are building an OTT kind of platform or a learning platform, LMS, or maybe a combination of both. Then you can scale up to entire world. And
Okay.
specifically the countries which are similar to India, or the countries which have which are developing just like India, or maybe having economic conditions on a lower side in comparison to India, like Africa. Lot of
Yeah.
African countries, Nigeria, Kenya, that is a big market. Vietnam is a
Yes.
big market. Thailand is a big market. Sri Lanka is a big market. Then Bangladesh is a very big market. So these kind
Yeah.
of countries we can target, and they are huge markets. If you talk about, and there are a lot of developments happening. Like
Yeah, definitely.
in Sri Lanka, there is jackfruit is becoming very, very popular. In US, jackfruit is becoming a superfood. Uh, it has, I was researching and I found, 100 grams of jackfruit is better than 100 grams of apple 3 times. So 3 apples equal to, the same level of pectin is there. If you compare 3 times, 300 grams of apples equal to 100 grams of jackfruit in terms of pectin. Uh, you know, the the nutrient that is that because of that we say, apple a day keeps a doctor away. So these kind
Yeah.
of, and most of the people don't know about it. If you go to South India, you will find jackfruit everywhere. So these kind of informative videos, knowledge sharing should happen with everyone, and later on nobody knows, it could become a social media for agriculture, could be possible. But right now we are not targeting it as a social media. Right now we are targeting it as a vernacular technology platform for learning.
That means it
So
will
it
be
is
more like
technically
a
called,
Byju's, right?
yeah, it is
Am I
technically
right?
called agri ed tech. No,
Agritech. Yes.
not, you are not absolutely on the point.
No,
So
no. I'm just
it's
asking
not
that the working model will be like YouTube or
Unacademy.
Byju's.
Unacademy.
Okay, okay. I got it. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So there you record the videos. When Unacademy started, they used to record the videos for 200 rupees. So similarly,
Yeah.
you will give choice. For one, you can say similar to YouTube. For one topic, there will be multiple professors teaching, and rating will happen. So because you don't know who has better knowledge. So as per the
Yeah.
rating, people
Definitely.
can see the videos.
Okay.
So this
Yeah.
ensures that only the best information reaches, and we will be translating those videos through experts of making it more interactive. But Byju's has a lot of 3D graphics, animation. I
Okay.
don't think a lot of animation and 3D graphics will be required because that is very expensive.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Thanks for your information. I got it.
Pleasure. You're welcome. Okay, I can see other hands. So Vivek is there. Vivek, you can ask your question.
Hi Vivek, this is Vivek here. Shishir, thank you so much so far for the information shared. Couple of comments here. First thing I've understood is that what is being thought of is uh, gathering people to incubate an idea or a startup which will create an startup in lines of Kisan Shiksha with information provisioning of information on a platform similar like an academy or YouTube or whatsoever, where you can provide information in different languages and make money out of it. Correct?
Right.
Eventually. Now the thing is, as we speak, you also said in the beginning that you're going to raise money 3 times in 3 years, and at a point when it comes to around 100 crores of valuation, you are going to target for an IPO, or and that is what is one thing. And second thing is, uh, in in the parlance of startups, we also talk about a concept called of MVP, which is a minimum viable product. So
Right.
in parallel with what you have said so far is, can you just help us understand that in the first year, let's say you pick up some money out of from investors or from angel investors you just mentioned, what will be the criteria of they funding you, and what will be your go-to market strategy looking at the money you have picked up and the MVP in place for the first year?
So Startup Lanes has two angel networks, 100% owned by the mother company. One is called NRI Angels.
That is clear. So I'm not interested about the
Yeah,
angel.
yeah.
I'm saying that
I'm
angel
coming
has
to
funded now. Yeah.
I'm coming to that point. So there we have paid members who become members to invest. So we will be showcasing these startups there. Now your question is, what is the threshold? Why will they invest? So that is as per the industry norms comparison, because when we most of the investors, they invest on the basis of future scope. So when they identify that this startup is highly scalable, and how will they identify? When they see traction. What is the norm for the traction? Obviously this startup will have, when you have more downloads, more views, and specifically it is for profit, and the objective is very clear. So revenue will also be one of the criteria. Once you have a MVP ready. MVP means if you are using, say, for LMS, you might use a free application called Moodle, and maybe you can use an OTT kind of, or maybe just YouTube videos, and you can keep those videos private, share the link when people pay. All those models could be made, or you can have a download set, whatever is started, or initially you can have a chat group for farmers. You can start building where they can put their question and you start. In all that, the most important thing would be how the performance is. If the startup is taking good traction, good number of views, people are providing, automatically investors will be happy to invest, and we'll take care of the rest. So we'll be connecting to the investors, and that will be the time when these investment comes. We need to, when I said raising 2-3 times, will be because we need to have multiple valuations increase through multiple investments. You will only get
Fair enough.
higher valuation once you have multiple rounds.
Fair enough.
All right, I can see
Thanks so much.
KG. Yeah, welcome. I can see KG Nayan
Narayan Khedkar.
Narayan Khedkar. Oh,
Yes, yes.
all right.
Yeah.
Great.
So nice to listen to you and others so far. I just want to have one clarification that will the farmers be interested in such activities? Why I'm asking this question is already there are several TV programs,
Correct.
especially designed for farmers.
Correct.
But what impact has it made on the farmers? Hardly any. So,
Correct.
from that perspective, how do we make sure that whatever is being made reaches the farmers? That is number one.
Right.
Number two is, supposing we are making the videos which are going to educate the farmers through experts, then what is the role of co-founders?
Correct. Okay. Actually, you brought a very good question. So if I have to reframe, you want to ask what is the problem it is going to solve, because a lot of videos are already available. The problem is, while you require something, suppose you are in a field and you find a special kind of, maybe you find some uh, pest is there,
Hmm.
or
Yes.
the leaves of your crop are deformed or having holes in it. Now, how do you identify what is this? So what you can do is you can take a picture, and this picture will be uploaded to the community. In case, we can also build an artificial intelligence platform wherein it will find out that this is the kind of disease your plant is going through, or maybe an expert can help, and then these are the videos what you should do. So this
Yeah.
will save your lot of time. Now, this will not be available on your Doordarshan program, because
Yeah.
you have to see everything on Doordarshan, maybe or may not be covered, right? So
Right.
whenever you need information is too much, what we need is we need the to the point information, and at the right time, at the right place. That's very important. You can't go back to your house and watch the TV, and maybe it might be available on Google search. You can find a lot of things, but that is also a big value if you collate everything at one place, provide everything in a very organized manner. So that is point number one, sir.
Yeah.
And you asked why the co-founders are required.
Yeah.
So actually, co-founders are required to build this entire platform and run the show.
Mhm.
Uh, like I'll try to tell you an example. It's like when you say why, when Shah Rukh Khan is there or Akshay Kumar is there, what is the need of director and producer? So that is the case here.
Yeah.
Co-founders are the directors and producers. Actors
Okay.
will act, right?
Hmm.
That means people who will deliver, they first of all need director and producer to set up everything. You need to set up the ground, you need to set up the camera, you need to set up the location, you need to set up the script, you need to set up the song.
Yeah.
Everything has to be done by the co-founders.
Yes.
And rest, when people, what professor will do, you have to go to the professor, approach them on call or WhatsApp, and
Hmm.
ask them, sir, if you record your video, we'll give you this much amount of money, or maybe profit sharing. If they
Yeah.
feel they will get this recorded.
Yeah. I have the teaching background. In fact, I was with IIT Bombay as a professor.
Oh, amazing,
So
sir. Very nice.
since you talked about a student from IIT Bombay who started his venture in agriculture and fruits,
Right.
particularly, that's very fascinating. What is his name, please?
Srinath Shetty.
Srinath Sethi. And where is he doing this?
Bangalore, Hyderabad border,
Okay, okay, not in Bombay.
not in Bombay.
Okay,
So
okay.
his website is called Hosachi Guru. So
Hosachi Guru.
yeah. So
Okay,
I had interacted with him earlier a lot of time. He's my Facebook friend also.
very
Uh,
good. Huh?
but I don't have much knowledge. Maybe
Yeah.
some, but most probably he's from IIT Bombay that I remember. He's an
Oh,
IITian for sure.
okay, okay. So
So
I have a passion for teaching, but
very nice.
considering agriculture, of course, one can learn. In what way I can be effective in terms of teaching the farmers, particularly related to agriculture? That's what one more question I wanted to know. Whether any engineering knowledge will be useful in terms of the tools for agriculture, etc.
Highly useful, sir. Highly. And
Okay.
great minds like you are required for the farming ecosystem so much, because everybody knows what kind of situation they have. If
Yeah.
you ask a child, a common child,
Mhm.
what do you want to become after you grow up? The child may
Yes.
say, I will be doctor, engineer, artist, singer, actor. Nobody says I will be a farmer. And that is the very, very bad situation.
Yeah.
We want to glorify. And how will it glorify? When it becomes a moment of pride.
Yes.
Saying Jai Jawan, Jai Kisan does not matter until the kid says, I want to be the farmer.
In
Because
fact,
that is real achievement.
Of course, yes. In fact, our country is an agricultural country, and that is the most neglected area, in my opinion, because farmers are committing suicide and we are not getting the proper revenue for the farmers. And that is what is the scenario in our country. In this connection, I just want to talk to you. Is our objective to increase the production in terms of per acre or something? And then how do we overcome the natural calamities which the Kisans face almost every year? And also there is the exploitation in terms of their whatever they produce. Finally, they are not benefited. Some middleman gets benefited. So these are the questions in my mind, that are we really able to reach the farmer?
Yes, sir. I'm so glad you are asking these questions, and I'm feeling obliged and blessed talking to you. We actually
Thank you.
built this entire thing because of this. I'll tell you the objectives of AgriPad Foundation. We have documented those objectives, and
Okay.
I would really request you to please consider, if you find time, be a part of AgriPad Foundation, because
Okay.
you can really make wonders here. I'll tell you what
Sure.
objective we have. So all my life when I was a kid, I used to see one child who used to have one roti, one onion, sometimes one roti and
Yeah.
one green wala mirch. So
That is a common food for all farmers.
right,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
that guy, it was
Mm.
it is pity that these poor people, they can't even have good fruits, good food. So and I kept on thinking why this is happening. Some people waste the food, some people don't have access to food. And
Absolutely.
so we when this AgriPad Foundation is thought, we
Mm.
have few objectives. One is reducing the wastage of food. If you go to
Okay.
a restaurant 5-star, when you
Yeah.
ask them, give me half paneer makhani or dal makhani or whatever it is, they will refuse. Sir, half nahi milega. So
Mm.
right, that is bad. There has to be a law for it. But who will do?
Yes.
Who will well the cat? No individual will be having this kind of capabilities, because they will shut down our voice. So that is
Yes.
why an NGO was required. Second is middlemen, like you said.
Mm.
Middlemen take away everything. So that is why we
Exactly.
thought of farm to fork model, wherein we
Mm.
can procure from the farmers directly and directly supply it to the societies. No mandi,
Okay.
no adatia, no mediatory, nothing. Directly buy. We created a model of MOQ, minimum order quantity, because if you want good prices, avoid the middleman, you need to buy at least 5 kgs of potato, and that is
Yeah.
fair enough.
Yes.
So that is built. Now we will require, what happens is, if you go to transporters, if you don't include these middlemen, they have their union. They will
Yes.
ask the transporters, or they will fight with the transporters. So we created our own transport called Belgadi, so that
Mm.
this should also not be the case. Then
Yeah.
another problem is, the farmers have very marginalized situation in their farms, or in their rural living. Their children go to a very bad school. They don't have good hospitals. So
Mm.
again, one of the objective of AgriPad Foundation is to look after their uh, living standards. Then if you go to cities, you will find a lot of food wastage happening in 5 stars, all the restaurants, and lot of poor people don't get access to food. So whatever food could is eatable, AgriPad Foundation will buy that food
Yeah.
and sell it to poor people for lower price, say 5 rupees kg for apple,
Oh.
right?
Yeah.
And there could be food which is, say, stale bread, which is not fit for consumption of humans, but maybe pigs can eat it, dogs can eat it. So we
Yes.
are thinking of animals also.
Mm.
Whatever food should not never go waste. because food takes 3 to 6 months entirely. Through the blessings of God, we get this.
Yes, it
We
is
need
called as
sun.
Annam Brahmam. Annam Brahmam.
Right, sir.
Yeah.
So uh, this is the most important thing for humans. We can choose our food, but we cannot create our food. Only God can create. So it should not go waste.
Yes.
And we need to educate common people also not to waste the food. We
Yes.
knowingly or unknowingly sometimes do it.
Hmm.
So we want to create such kind of applications also, wherein housewives, while cooking, they can get appropriate amount of ingredients to be put in, so that the food should not go waste.
Right. Yeah. One more question, please. In your
Yes, sir.
Belgavi model,
Hmm.
do you also envisage refrigerated transport or a sort of a cold chain so that there is no spoilage in the transport?
Yes, sir. We created, an asset light model aggregation. So we are
Okay.
not buying any vehicles. We are tying up with other vehicles because
Okay.
we provide them business. So they will not go with the union way. If
Mhm.
everybody needs money, so
Yeah.
if why they join union, because union promises them good amount of profits.
Mm.
So
Yeah.
if you give them business, they will definitely. So you will be
Yes.
engaging those vehicles.
So, okay. So you are outsourcing these things.
Correct.
Okay. So may I know your background, please? I didn't get your background and your location, where you are located.
My name is Shishir Gupta. I'm the founder and CEO of Startup Lanes. I, if you talk to, if you understand my background, I'm not an IITian or I'm not from IIM. I got 33 marks in mathematics when I was in class 10. So uh, I wanted to be an engineer, but never. But fortunately, I did a lot of self studies and
Yeah.
completed graduation, MBA, law, and
Mhm.
started this company. I have worked for different organizations as a
Mm.
co-founder or a partner.
Okay. Okay.
So I have been running technology company in the past. I have been
Mhm.
into real estate,
Oh,
and all my time, when I studied in class 6, I
mhm.
studied Uttam Kheti, Madhyam Ban, Adam
Mm.
Chakri, Bhik Nidan. So
Mhm. Mhm.
I
Yeah.
understood the value that farming is most
Yeah.
important, and I actually
Right.
love.
Yeah.
I I love doing it. In fact,
Mm.
I tried farming 2 times.
Yes.
When I was out of graduation,
Mhm.
I started a farming of uh, a herb called Chlorophytum borybulinum L.
Mhm. Mm.
In Desi language, we call it Safed Musli.
Mm. Yeah. Yeah.
That is,
Mm.
it grows 21 times in 6 months.
Mm. Yeah.
So
Mm.
if you invest 1 lakh rupees, if you are able to harvest 21 times, it means 21 lakhs.
Yes.
6 months.
Mm.
No other business could match.
Mm.
Uh, but unfortunately, I found that I am very immature for this farming business. I
Mhm.
did not factor out the mafias of farms. I did not factor out the local people. I did not
Mm.
factor out, other antisocial elements.
Yeah.
So
Mm.
they disturbed the entire thing.
Yeah. And your location, please?
Noida.
Noida. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Thanks a lot talking to you.
My pleasure, sir. My pleasure. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. So, any other question? Aditya Nath, you have a question?
Yeah, hello there. I am Aditnath. Is I am audible?
Yes, you are.
Yeah, first of all, thanks, Shishir sir, for delivering all the things. Lots of things are clear. Just I want to know one thing that is AgriPad is registered as a Section 8 company or it will going to be registered?
No, it will be registered. We are finalizing the team right now. There are 5 people.
Okay,
So, like this company is going to be formed once we have the entire team after Kisan Shiksha. The team will be completed. So we will have one representation from Kisan Shiksha also, so that all these companies have right representation.
okay, okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, anyone else has a question? Okay. KG sir, you have more questions?
Sir, I have a question. Sir, how many co-founders it will be take in the Kisan Shiksha startup?
Maximum 9.
Maximum 9.
Right now we are looking for 7 because one is already there, one has already committed. So 2 people are already there existing.
सर मतलब अभी जो कॉल पर है वो कॉल करीब करीब 18-22 लोग थे, तो सर
हाँ, हाँ.
अगर हम सब भी अप्रोच करते हैं तो तभी भी तो चांसेस आर देयर के बहुत सारे ऐसे फैक्टर रहेंगे कि कुछ वजह से किसी का नहीं हुआ, तो किसी वजह से अगर नहीं होता है को फाउंडर्स टीम में, तो इसके बाद का हमारा क्या प्रोसीजर रहेगा कि अगर हम एकदम पूरा डेडिकेशन लेके ही इसमें घुसना चाहते हैं फिर?
हाँ, इसके बाद फिर दूसरी स्टार्टअप आ रही है शिक्षण सूत्रा, तो वो बच्चों के लिए वैदिक मैथ्स प्लस लाइफ स्किल्स, रोटी पकाना, झाड़ू लगाना, ये सब भी है उसमें, एंड नॉट जस्ट कोडिंग, it's overall life management plus something from staying healthy from Ayurveda, क्या खाना चाहिए क्या नहीं खाना चाहिए, all that which is missing in the kids. More of we are teaching them religion, we are teaching them moral values, we are teaching them whatever is from the school, but we are missing out on teaching them how to stay healthy. We are missing out on teaching them better logic. Instead of pressing them for coding, we want to press them for building the logic. तो उसके बाद शिक्षण सूत्र आ रहा है, another incubation. People who are not able to make this to Kisan Shiksha, they might be able to, we can shift them internally, but there also team selection is there. आपको हम reject नहीं करेंगे. You can keep on trying to other startups, and whatever commitment fee you will be paying will not be forfeited unless you back out. नहीं तो हम आपको मूव करते रहेंगे, हमारी तरफ से कोई फॉरफीचर नहीं है, आप बैकआउट करेंगे तब है, बिकॉज दैट इज द कमिटमेंट फी. इफ यू बैकआउट फ्रॉम योर कमिटमेंट, डोंट ज्वाइन, देन इट इज गॉन.
और अगर सर अगर आप किसी स्टार्टअप में पकड़ लीजिए, मैं को फाउंडर रह रहा हूँ, तो अगर मेरा इंटरेस्ट रहेगा किसी और स्टार्टअप जो पहले से ही पूरा ऑक्यूपाइड है, उसमें मेरा इंटरेस्ट ज्यादा है, तो उसमें मैं कुछ चेंज आकर ला सकता हूँ, तो मतलब मैं क्या शिफ्ट हो सकता हूँ उस स्टार्टअप में?
नहीं, एक्चुअली वो सारी स्टार्टअप्स की कंपनी फॉर्म हो गई, टीम पूरी हो गई, तो वो आपको लेंगे नहीं क्योंकि टीम हो गई, कंपनी हो गई, सब कुछ हो गया. तो
मतलब आपका जो स्टार्टअप था जो एक्चुअली वो मतलब जो फ्रेश वेजिटेबल्स को लेकर, जो कि जब मैं आपने बोला कि सोसाइटी की तरफ या बड़े-बड़े सुपरमार्केट की तरफ, तो एक्चुअली सर मतलब हमारा एक छोटा सा टीम है जो एग्रीकल्चर और टेक्निकल को-फाउंड को लेके हम पहले से ही ऐसा कुछ सोच रहे थे कि ऐसा कुछ जो आपने बोला उस टाइप का ही कुछ का मॉडल, बिजनेस मॉडल भी बना रहे थे हम, तो इसलिए हम ऐसा भी सोच रहे थे किसी एक मतलब हमारे पास जो है कुछ ज्यादा कॉन्टेक्ट नहीं है और ज्यादा कुछ मेंटरशिप भी नहीं है, तो इसलिए हम इसलिए सोच रहे थे कि
आप उसके साथ एज अ डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर जुड़ो, एग्रीपैड प्रकृति के साथ. देयर 70% ऑफ द मार्जिन इज ऑफ डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर, मतलब कॉस्ट और मार्जिन सब आपको अच्छा, व्हाटएवर प्रॉफिट्स आर कमिंग फॉर योर ओन लोकेशन, आप जुड़ सकते हो एग्रीपैड के साथ. प्रकृति में यू कैन बिकम अ डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर. सो
मतलब इधर को-फाउंडर रहने के साथ साथ मैं उधर
हाँ बिल्कुल बिल्कुल कर सकते हैं. आप यहाँ किसान शिक्षा में को-फाउंडर बन सकते हो, प्रकृति का डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर बन सकते हो, कोई बाउंडेशन नहीं.
किस बेसिस पे इस जो किसान शिक्षा में सब अप्लाई करेंगे, तो किस बेसिस पे यहाँ पर सिलेक्शन होने वाला, मतलब क्या क्या क्वालिटीज रहनी चाहिए को-फाउंडर के अंदर कि तभी वो आप हमको को-फाउंडर बनाएंगे?
आपने बहुत अच्छी बात कही है, बट हम जीरो रिजेक्शन ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है, वी डोंट रिजेक्ट एनीवन, बिकॉज
मतलब अभी तो देख लीजिए अभी 18-22 है,
मैं आपको बताता हूँ ना, मतलब
स्पेशल क्वालिटी आप चाहते हैं कि अपने स्टार्टअप्स के लिए
तो
फाउंडर के अंदर हो,
मतलब हम कोई भी नहीं है किसी को सेलेक्ट करने के लिए, हम वी आर नॉट केपेबल ऑफ सेलेक्टिंग, हम कोई भगवान ने हमें ऐसा नहीं बनाया, वी आर जस्ट लाइक यू. सो हु सेलेक्ट्स, सवाल ये आता है सेलेक्ट कौन करेगा. आप ही लोग सेलेक्ट करते हो एक दूसरे को, राइट? स्टार्टअप लेन्स एज एन ऑर्गेनाइजेशन इज नॉट केपेबल, हमारे पास कोई स्पेशल एबिलिटीज नहीं है, एक दूसरे को सब सेलेक्ट करते हैं।
खुद वोट करे तो हम अपना वोट तो अपने को ही जाएगा, तो
हाँ,
किसी और
तो अभी 8 लोग आ गए, 8 में से 7 ही रखने हैं, तो जिसके पास कम वोट आएंगे उसको वहां से मूव कर देंगे, ठीक है, हटा किसी को नहीं रहे। सो आफ्टर दैट एंड इनिशियली इट विल बी फर्स्ट कम फर्स्ट सर्व बेसिस। जैसे ही 7-8 लोग पूरे हो जाएंगे हम खुद ही मना कर देंगे कि अभी आप कमिट मत करें किसान शिक्षा के, एंड वी हैव मेड इट ट्रांसपेरेंट, सबको पता रहेगा। अभी हम ग्रुप खोल देंगे व्हाट्सएप वाला, जो बाहर से भी हैं वो भी ग्रुप में ऐड हो सकते हैं, एंड whomsoever is committing can post the screenshot and post the information that I have committed, so entire transparency is there। हम पीछे से किसी से ऐसा नहीं कर रहे कि भाई आप हमें चुपचाप से कमिट कर दो एंड ऑल दैट, सबके सामने सब कुछ होगा, एवरीथिंग इज फेयरली ट्रांसपेरेंट।
इसके बाद का प्रोसेस क्या रहेगा सर हमारे लिए?
इसके बाद जैसी कॉल खत्म होगी, जो इंटरेस्टेड है वो अपना आकांक्षा सॉरी श्रुति इज देयर, अभी कॉल पे भी हैं, आप श्रुति से कांटेक्ट करेंगे और श्रुति विल गाइड यू विद द कॉन्ट्रैक्ट। एक एग्रीमेंट है जो इंटेलेक्चुअल प्रॉपर्टी कंडक्ट इन सबको लेके बहुत जरूरी है, तो वो आपके साथ करेंगे। जैसे वो एग्रीमेंट बस आपको पैसे नहीं देने, साइन करना है, साइन कर लेंगे। उसके बाद इफ यू आर इंटरेस्टेड देन यू कैन ट्रांसफर द मनी, 5,000 रुपए आपने ट्रांसफर करने हैं, एंड जो पहले 7-8 लोग आ जाएंगे दे विल बी द पार्ट ऑफ द टीम, दैट इज हाउ इट वर्क्स। जो रह जाएंगे वो उनको फिर अलग नए वाला इंक्यूबेशन के लिए इनवाइट करेंगे,
ये
ठीक है? ऑल राइट, एनीबडी एल्स हैज अ क्वेश्चन? So I think we are done, and we'll be opening up the group, and people who have not joined the group, you can take the help of Shruti. She will add you to the group of incubation, and that is how you can proceed ahead. Shruti, you are there?
Yes, sir, I'm here.
Okay, so you can introduce yourself in one line so that people can contact you.
Sure. Hi, everyone. This is Shruti Singh. I'm the community head in Startup Lanes, currently heading Southern India plus California and Canada. So you can contact me over WhatsApp or you can call me. I'll be sharing the application form and the further details to join the incubation.
In case anybody is not able to contact her, her number is also available at Startup Lane's website in the contact us page. So you can go there and call her. You might find her phone very busy because immediately a lot of people will call her. So in case the phone is busy, please be patient and try again after 5-10 minutes. Obviously, and whatever number she notices, she will call back also. So I think we are done. I must thank everyone. Thank you so much for being here. Special thanks to KG sir, and Shruti, please be in touch with KG sir in case he wish to be a part of AgriPad Foundation or this one Kisan Shiksha. We'll be so glad to have him.
Okay, sir.
All right, thank you so much. Bye bye.